We sometimes stereotype those with medication addictions as being primarily those in younger generations, but our seniors, who often take multiple kinds of medication, can also fall prey to mismanagement and addiction of the very medications meant to help them and, frankly, to give them great quality of life later on in their life. Joining us now to talk about a special event coming up tonight to discuss this very topic is the Senior Director of Community Outreach and Wellness for Jewish Family Service, Lynn Breuer. Lynn, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
So tell us about this form of addiction in seniors that people rarely consider. It's important to really think about this because it is a problem in our senior population. And often these medications are prescribed to them to provide them greater quality of life. But, things can take a wrong way turn like they do for anybody of any other age that is on medications, especially those opioids, that can really turn that in the completely other direction and lower their quality of life significantly.
Absolutely. And there's so many things that happen to us just with normal aging. There's changes to our cognition and how our brains handle tasks that happen just as a result of an aging brain. When we add to that complications of medications like opioids and others that are often prescribed to older adults can impact cognition further. There's also physical changes that happen in our body that alter the way our kidneys and livers process those medications. So all of that can add up to a situation that really could be harmful to older adults. And so we're hoping that tonight's presentation will help people learn that those consequences are a little too great to stand by and not say anything, not do anything if they're concerned about someone in their family or their friend group. All too often that happens because people really don't know what to do to help. So we'll be setting the stage by talking about the aging brain tonight. We'll also have a wonderful pharmacist talking about some of these medications and how they can impact the brain, as well as a colleague of mine, Becky Eisen, who is an expert on resources. So families will leave with some concrete steps to take and answer that question of what do I do?
And so is this event an in-person event? Is it a virtual event, a mixture?
It's a virtual event on Zoom, and if anybody would like to join, it's not too late to register. They just need to go to jlive.app/events/2991.
All right. And that event is happening tonight. What time is that event tonight, Lynn?
It's 7 p.m.
All right, 7 p.m. event tonight to learn more about this from Jewish Family Service. So tell us about, you have another great resource provided through your organization, the Jewish Addiction Resource Alliance, or JARA. Can you tell us about that and how that can also help beyond an event like this, those individuals or families that are dealing with addiction, particularly in these older populations?
Absolutely. And JARA is not solely a Jewish family service program. We just participate in it. It's really a collaboration of like minded professionals within the Jewish community with other professionals and organizations who really want to accomplish two things. Number one, to take the stigma out of substance use and addiction. Because when people feel too stigmatized to talk about it, they remain silent and we can't help them. But also to provide education, speakers, resources to help people who really want to make a change or to help family members who are concerned about someone else.
And this is a great time to join in on this event because you'll learn a lot of this information. And then on top of that, you have that JARA resource with the consortium of different organizations in the local area that can help you with the many different facets of addiction, especially in elder populations, because it's not a one-dimensional issue, Lynn. This is something that requires often when you're dealing with addiction of any kind from any person, many different people helping in many different ways. It's both a physical health issue, but also can often be a mental health issue.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so, again, that event is tonight through Jewish Family Service. We're joined by Lynn Breuer, the senior we're joined by Lynn Breuer from Jewish Family Service, the Senior Director of Community Outreach and Wellness. Just want to make sure I got that entirely correct on today's edition of the MegaCast. Of course, you can find more information on Jewish Family Services by visiting jfsdetroit.org. That is jfsdetroit.org. And this is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of events for health and wellness and other resources throughout the community that Jewish Family Service participates in. What are some other upcoming events through Jewish Family Service that you would like people to know about?
Absolutely. So today at 1 p.m., if anybody would like to register, we have a fantastic speaker, a physical therapist who's talking about movement and brain health. And people can just call our resource center, which is 248-788-MIND, MIND. That'll get you direct to the Mind University program. To register. And Mind University is our answer to the fact that we all experience cognitive changing as we age. And so we have cognitive training classes that are virtual to help people get their cognition in the best shape it can be. It's because of actually our involvement in this area of brain health that I'm part of the presentation tonight. We also have case management for older adults and families. We have a robust behavioral health department. So there's always something happening. So I encourage you to go to that website, jfsdetroit.org, to take a look at what's coming up.
More information, jfsdetroit.org, as Lynn had said, jfsdetroit.org. Their event tonight, Aging, Addiction, and the Brain, happening 7 o'clock to 8 p.m. via Zoom. Lynn, anything else we should know at this time about Jewish Family Service or on the other services and resources that are provided through your organization?
Absolutely. So, Jewish Family Service is a large social service agency with programs for people to help them, regardless of their age, deal with all the challenges that life can throw at them. Other programs to highlight, since we're talking about older adults today, is we have Geriatric Care Management Services. A program called Elder Care Solutions of Michigan is one of those services that can provide intensive ongoing support for people who really need it because of complex health conditions or declining cognition or even psychiatric illness that's making it difficult for them to manage the challenges of daily life. We also offer completely free health coaching in a group setting. Those are called PATH classes, personal actions towards health, for people who want to take better control of managing their daily health conditions. That's just a
Well,
few. You'd need a whole hour just on JFS to cover all the programs.
absolutely. And that's all the more reason we want to direct you to jfsdetroit.org for more information. Lynn, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.